Every soul hearing this, be still. Just for a moment, stop everything. I know you were not expecting to hear this today. I know your mind is already planning the next thing, already moving toward what feels urgent. But what if I told you that nothing in your day matters more than this moment right now? What if I told you that I have been chasing you, calling you, reaching for you in ways you did not recognize, and this is the moment where everything converges? You are here because I brought you here, not by accident, not by chance, by divine design. Out of everyone scrolling right now, out of everyone moving through their day distracted and overwhelmed, you are the one I stopped. Your name has been on my heart. Your face has been before me. And I refuse to let you walk past this moment without knowing that you are seen, you are known, and you are being called. I have tried everything to reach you. I have whispered when you were quiet and nudged you when you were too busy to notice. I have waited patiently while you looked everywhere else for answers, hoping that something or someone would give you what only I could provide. I have watched you chase solutions that could not satisfy you. I have seen you build walls to protect a heart that was never meant to carry so much weight alone. And now I interrupt you mid-life, mid-scroll, mid-thought, because if I let you keep going without stopping you here, you will miss something that was always meant for you. This is not a message of force. This is a message of love that refuses to give up on you. I speak with urgency because timing matters. But I speak with tenderness because I understand the weight you carry. I know what your days have been filled with. I know how exhausted your heart feels, how full your mind is, how little space seems left for anything more. That is exactly why I step in now, not later when it feels more convenient, not tomorrow when you think you will be ready, but right here, right now. I have been calling you through many ways and many moments. I called you through that quiet discomfort you could not explain, the restlessness that would not leave no matter how busy you stayed. I called you through doors that closed when you were certain they would open, through delays that frustrated you deeply, through pauses that forced you to slow down when all you wanted was to keep moving. I called you through people who spoke truth you did not want to hear and through silence that made you question everything you thought you knew. None of that was random. None of it was wasted. Each time was an invitation, never a punishment. I know there were moments when you felt the pull and turned away. Moments when you told yourself you would respond later when things calmed down. Moments when you chose distraction because it felt safer than making a decision. I know you delayed, not because you did not care, but because you were tired, afraid, and unsure of what listening might require from you. I understand that completely. I saw your hesitation and I never walked away. I stayed close even when you stepped back. I remained present even when you convinced yourself I had moved on. Please do not turn away today. I am not asking you to fix everything in your life right now. I am not asking you to have all the answers figured out before you respond. I am simply asking you to stay here with me, to listen, to open your heart just enough to let me speak. This moment is different from all the others. Not because I love you more now than I did before, but because timing has reached a place where ignoring this voice will cost you more than you realize. This exact message will not come to you again in the same way. I do not repeat moments like this casually. What makes this moment powerful is not just the words you are hearing, but the alignment of your heart, your history, and this precise point in time. You cannot rewind this moment later. You cannot recreate it when it feels more comfortable. You can only receive it now or watch it pass by. I say that not to pressure you, but to be honest with you about what is at stake. This message is deeply personal. It is not general. It is not meant to apply to everyone who might hear it. Many will listen and feel nothing. Many will move on without pausing. But you are still here. That is not coincidence. This was meant for you. The one whose heart feels stirred right now. The one who senses something different about this moment. The one who knows deep down that this is not just another message. I am speaking directly to you, not to a crowd. Everything in your life has aligned to bring you to this place at this time. The delays you hated, the paths you questioned, the timing you could not understand, all of it was leading you here. I arranged circumstances you could not see behind the scenes. I waited for moments you did not know were necessary. I allowed certain things to fall apart so you would be present to hear this when it mattered most. This is divine orchestration, not random chance. Hear me carefully now. I am not speaking with anger. I am not trying to frighten you or threaten you, but love warns when it sees what is at risk. I am being direct with you because I care deeply about what comes next in your life. Ignoring this moment will not leave you unchanged. You cannot walk past this and remain the same person. You will either move closer to truth or drift further from it. Staying neutral is not an option here. I know you have learned how to survive by keeping your expectations low. I know you have protected your heart by maintaining distance from anything that asks too much. I know you have told yourself that if you do not listen too closely, you will not have to feel the weight of making a choice. But distance does not protect you from consequences. It only delays the moment when you must face them. And delay makes everything harder, not easier. Stay with me. Do not rush away from this. Do not let your mind convince you this is just another message you can dismiss and forget. You feel the difference because there is a difference. I am asking you to listen not with fear but with openness. I am asking you to let me reach the places you have carefully guarded for so long. I am asking you to trust that I would not stop you here without good reason. Clarity is near. Help is closer than you think. Direction is about to become clear, but only if you stay, only if you listen, only if you allow this moment to do what it was sent to do. You do not need to understand everything right now. You only need to remain present. Do not turn away, do not delay. I found you here for a reason, and that reason is tied directly to what happens next in your life. I did not begin speaking to you today. I have been reaching for you long before this moment. I spoke to you through thoughts that came suddenly and would not leave. Thoughts that asked questions your heart could not ignore. You tried to reason them away, telling yourself they were just imagination or stress. But they were me, planting seeds, awakening awareness. I also spoke through people who came into your life. Some briefly, others longer, but each carried words meant to reach you. Sometimes they spoke truth gently, sometimes awkwardly, sometimes in ways that irritated you. But even then, I was working, using imperfect people to point you toward something greater. I spoke through delays that made no sense. Doors you prayed would open remained shut. Plans you made carefully did not unfold as you hoped. You wondered why progress felt so slow. But I was speaking through those delays, protecting you from paths that would have cost more than you knew. I spoke through disruptions when life refused to follow your plans. You did not like being interrupted. You wanted stability, control, but those disruptions were invitations to trust me beyond what you could see. There were times when you sensed me very clearly. Peace suddenly settled. Conviction rose gently. A quiet knowing pressed into your spirit, yet you doubted. You asked if it was really me. You worried about being wrong. Doubt came not because you lacked faith, but because you feared the cost of listening fully. Still, I did not withdraw. I did not grow tired of reaching out to you. I adjusted the way I spoke, not because you failed me, but because I understand the human heart. I pursued you persistently, but never aggressively. I did not chase you down to overwhelm you. I walked beside you patiently, allowing you space while remaining close. When you stepped back, I did not step away. When you ignored one sign, I placed another in your path. Love does not give up easily, and my love for you has never been fragile. Even when you felt distant, you were never forgotten. I never lost sight of you. I never confused your hesitation with rejection. I knew the difference between fear and refusal. I knew when your heart was tired rather than closed. That is why I remained gentle. That is why I stayed present. That is why I continued calling you in ways that met you exactly where you were. There were seasons when you felt completely unseen, when you wondered if anyone noticed your quiet struggle, your silent pain. You felt overlooked, unrecognized, misunderstood by those around you. But I saw you. I saw the effort you put in when no one thanked you. I saw the faith you held on to even when it felt weak. I saw the moments you almost gave up but somehow kept going. You were never invisible to me even when you felt invisible to everyone else. I remembered you when you thought you were forgotten. I remembered the promises I placed in your heart even when you stopped speaking them out loud. I remembered the prayers you prayed once and then buried under disappointment. I remembered the version of you that hoped boldly before life taught you caution. I did not forget any of it, My pursuit of you did not depend on your consistency. It depended entirely on my faithfulness. I want you to understand something now that you could not fully understand before. My calling was never about controlling you. It was about protecting you. It was not about restricting your freedom. It was about guiding you toward life. Every time I reached for you, it was because I could see what you could not. I could see the outcomes ahead, the consequences of certain paths, the opportunities you were about to miss. I was trying to save you from unnecessary pain and lead you toward lasting peace. I know why you kept turning away. You did not turn away because you did not care. You turned away because you were afraid, exhausted, disappointed, and trying to protect a heart that had already been wounded. Fear spoke loudly. Fear of making the wrong choice, of losing what little stability you had, of discovering you were not strong enough. Fear whispered that listening would require changes you could not manage, surrender you could not afford. I saw how fear convinced you that staying where you were, even if it hurt, was safer than moving toward something unknown. You were also exhausted in ways you did not admit. You had been carrying weight for too long without rest. You learned to function while tired, to keep going while empty. When I called you during those seasons, you wanted to answer but did not feel you had the strength. Turning away felt easier. Disappointment shaped your reactions. You had hoped before and been let down. You had trusted before and felt hurt. Disappointment taught you caution, taught you to lower expectations, taught you to question anything hopeful, including my voice. Pain taught you to guard your heart tightly, to avoid situations that might reopen wounds. I understand that instinct. I saw how you learned it from loss, not comfort. I want you to hear this clearly. I do not condemn you for any of that. I have never condemned you for needing time, for feeling unsure, for stepping back when overwhelmed. What I bring now is understanding, not judgment. You avoided not because you were rebellious, but because you were tired of being brave. You avoided because trusting again felt like too much to ask of a heart already stretched thin. I saw how you wrestled with yourself, how one part longed to move closer while another pulled you back. That inner conflict was not weakness. It was evidence of a heart still trying to heal. When you turned away, I did not step back in anger. I stayed near with patience. I adjusted the way I reached for you. Sometimes I softened my voice. Sometimes I waited longer. I did not demand immediate response because you needed space to feel safe. Love that heals does not rush. I never saw your avoidance as rejection. I saw it as fear asking for reassurance, exhaustion asking for rest, disappointment asking for healing. That is why I did not stop calling you. I knew that with time and steady love, your heart would soften again. You may look back now and wish you had responded sooner. Trusted more quickly, hesitated less. Do not let regret take root. Every moment of hesitation taught you something. It revealed your needs, your wounds, your limits. It prepared you to approach me now with honesty instead of pretense. I have compassion for the parts that pulled away. I have tenderness for your fear. I have patience for your exhaustion. I have understanding for your disappointment. None of it disqualified you. None of it pushed me away. Now as you listen, you are not the same person you were when you first turned away. You have learned, you have healed in ways you may not realize. You are more aware of your fears, more honest about your limits, more open about your need for grace. That is why you can hear me differently now. I am not here to accuse you. I am here to show you that I understood why you turned away, and I am here to let you know you do not have to protect yourself from me anymore. My love is not another wound waiting to happen. It is a place of rest, healing, and truth. This message could not wait any longer. I speak with urgency not to alarm you, but because time has reached a point of decision. There are seasons where waiting is wisdom. There are moments where waiting becomes avoidance. You have crossed from one into the other. Because I love you, I will not remain silent while delay reshapes your path. Things are moving now in ways they were not before. Doors are shifting, paths are narrowing. If you delay here, you will not simply pause progress. You will redirect it. Continued delay has consequences. It dulls discernment, quiets the sensitivity of your spirit. What once felt clear begins to feel uncertain. What once stirred your heart begins to feel optional. Peace becomes fragile. Confusion grows quietly. There is a difference between resting in me and drifting from me. Rest restores. Drift disconnects when you delay responding long enough. The danger is not sudden loss but gradual distance. You wake up one day feeling farther away. Not because I moved, but because delay created space. I am calling you now to close that space while it can still be closed easily. You are ready in ways you were not before. Your questions have changed. Your awareness has sharpened. This message could not come earlier because you would have misheard it. It cannot wait now because you are finally able to receive it fully. I am not asking you to rush blindly. I am asking you to move honestly, to stop postponing obedience, to stop delaying response because decision feels uncomfortable. Growth always feels uncomfortable at first. That does not mean it is wrong. What you feel rising inside you is not fear or condemnation. It is awareness. Your spirit recognizes that something is being asked that cannot be postponed. If you feel the pull to stay and listen even while wanting to step away, that is because your heart recognizes the importance of this moment. I waited until now because you can handle the truth now. Earlier it would have overwhelmed you. Now you can hear my heart beneath my words. You can feel my love even in my firmness. That is growth. This message could not wait because the next steps require clarity. I am aligning you now so that when movement comes, you will recognize it without panic. When opportunity appears, you will not shrink back. When change is required, you will not mistake it for loss. This urgency is about protection. Distraction becomes easier the longer you delay. Numbness feels more comfortable. Justification sounds more convincing. I am calling you now to respond while your heart is still soft, while your spirit is still sensitive, while your awareness is still sharp. Now is the time to listen fully. Now is the time to stop delaying. Now is the time to choose awareness over avoidance, trust over fear, response over hesitation. I am with you in this moment. I am not demanding perfection. I am inviting movement. This is not about doing everything at once. It is about not turning away again. It is about staying present. It is about allowing this moment to change you. The urgency you feel is not pressure to perform. It is the call to respond while the door is open, while clarity is available, while grace is near. This is your moment, not to be afraid, but to be brave, not to run away, but to run toward what you were always meant for. I am here, I am waiting, and I am inviting you to finally come home.